In other words, it's going to allow all AI systems to speak to each other. Think of people who are paraplegic and have a lot of disabilities that actually can now use their brain to do physical commands. We're currently earning about 50,000 US a month, and we believe it's going to go into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many of the companies that we have gotten behind are in their commercialization phase this year.
Today, folks, you gotta check out these three companies that have nothing to do with each other but are highly related to one stock I'm buying right now. Firstly, a company called Neurable that is taking EEG technology, implementing it into headsets, headphones, and allowing you to read your brainwaves and actually implement that thought into physical action through your device. This is fascinating, highly relatable to the likes of Neuralink, but we've also got OTCQB. This is a payment railway that is making it finally possible to do microtransactions as low as 1 penny and make it profitable and comparable to the railways that currently exist, even Shopify. Try and buy something on Shopify for 50 cents. It won't exist because it costs more to do the transaction than it's worth. This company's partnered with Royal Bank, Canadian Imperial Bank, the likes of Google to start building out this insane new technology. We're going to talk about Infinity AI. This is an AI-enabled predictive analytic company for critical infrastructure, partnering with municipalities even here in Canada, generating some real revenue. And all of this is related to a stock I'm buying right now called 3D Capital Inc. This company is a holding company with dozens of individual stocks that have really high potential, but obviously come with higher risk. But it's diluting my risk by having experts actually maintain and pick these holdings. The stock is now trading down about 58% from a recent crazy bull run that it went on. It's trading for like 17 million in its market cap. But what's fascinating to me about it is the company's NAV value. You know, the net asset value is at like 80 cents plus. I mean, the company's got like $44 million in assets and virtually no liabilities, little to like $1 million in current liabilities, like absolutely nothing in comparison to the investments that I'm getting access to here. So I found this to be one of the most fascinating Canadian stocks that I have come by in a very long time, at which I've taken a small starter position in, picked up about 1,250 shares, just under $500 worth. That is still trading down, but I'll be looking to kind of consecutively pick up more shares. It's just the volatility in the stock. I'm going to take this a little bit more progressively over time. But let's talk about 3D Capital, because this is just a fascinating way to invest in ground floor companies, but not having to actually do the research or take the risk on yourself. And again, diversifying the risk. And as we know about catching unicorns, you know, 5-10 of these might not work out, but if one of them works out and becomes a multi-bagger, it'll dramatically make up for all the other investments. And like I said, the stocks they hold are relatively interesting because they're focused on blockchain, AI, machine learning, junior resources, Internet of Things, and then biotechnology. I've actually had the privilege of interviewing Sheldon, basically like the head of this company, which is super fascinating. Go check the interview out. That's what the opening of this video was taken from. He kind of broke down, giving a good introduction to the company, this 20-minute interview, and I'm sure I'll have him on in the future. They also have their own YouTube channel where they're actually interviewing the CEOs and the founders of these kind of startups and these companies that are basically at commercial phase. So you can get a lot more insight if you're interested into some of the individual components here. And let's talk about some of those individual components. You've got this company called basically Hypercycle, which is securing the internet of AI. And Hypercycle is building this tiny but essential component that enables AI machines to transact with other AI machines in a sub-second finality, which results in unprecedented emergence. Now, getting AI machines to talk to each other is kind of intriguing because they're saying that metaphorically speaking, the node, which is the individual computer running the processes, does to AI what the web browser did to humans. Now, or what the synapses basically of your brain, you know, the neurons to communicate inside the brain. But that enablement, although on its own is not sufficient, it's necessary for the future of cooperative AI at a modular level. And they're basically saying your machine can be a remote or local, and your participation in AI computation can enhance the intelligence of the global brain. Consumers don't interact nor call Cisco, Oracle, or IBM to operate their electricity bill or online medical records. Fascinating here because Hypercycle is a business-to-business play. However, providing our customers with tools to enable business-to-customer and ensuring the success of customers is obviously their number one priority. And you can actually check this crypto out. It's traded here. Hypercycle is trading for around 57 cents right now and has been through the volatility that the crypto market has been experiencing. But fascinating technology here. If you're not into the crypto side of things, maybe you're more into the infrastructure side, which is what I find super fascinating, is seeing like the Internet of Things finally catching up with basic infrastructure needs. Now, this is a company that basically is partnered with everyone from the city of Toronto to Markham, which leads to highly stable revenues. And this company has highly diverse revenues. Like their clients and their cash flows are coming from a dramatic amount of different companies. The problem here, we all know, is that infrastructure, isn't very upgraded, but we're talking about like water systems and stuff like that, and building, the Internet of Things and the data analytics behind it to obviously keep things protected, keep things functioning, understand wear, tear. So very, very fascinating stuff on this side of it as well. And again, this company has been seeing a 17% sales increase in controlled expenses for the 2024 Q2. And when it comes to things like TotaQ, I think these companies that are actually able to partner with the big banks and that are helping them build this infrastructure out, whatever company figures this out and gets it to scale, there might be some competition out there, but it's going to be massive and it is going to be insanely impactful because, like Netflix, like, anything to do with Apple Music or anything, sometimes you just want to purchase one song or one aspect of media or one piece of digital art, but you can't sell it for $1. You'll never see something cost $1 because I've run Shopify stores and the cost of the transactions are just too high. This is such a needed technology today that I think is going to be worth a lot in the coming future here. So these are just things that I've been looking at when it comes to 3D Capital, and I'm very excited to see where this is going to evolve to. And it's nice just being able to buy one stock and own a basket of a lot of future technology here, and actually being able to get some skin in the game with one individual stock where I don't feel like I have to deal with all the trading fees, the illiquidity of some of these companies. Some of them aren't even public, right? But I can get access through them through 3D Capital, and I have a lot of faith in this company. I'm fascinated. It's just a really undervalued way of getting exposure to what I believe are highly potential growth opportunities. And just to get it below NAV today is insane, but I'll pass that question off to you. I'd love to know what you think in that comment section below.